What is up, guys? Anthony Esposito with eXp Realty, your local real estate expert right here in the Cleveland, Ohio area. And boy, do we have a crazy monthly market report for you, because March came and it blew up, plain and simple. There are bidding wars back, multiple offers pretty much on every house in every single city that we are seeing it. Not all of them, obviously, but there are a lot of cities seeing multiple offers on each home, and it's chaotic in a sense. It's not as bad as 2021, but we did take off, especially in a couple of the cities that I'm about to show you. So if you want this market report sent to you, or if you need help buying, selling, you're relocating, you need a resource, I'm happy to help you out. I have people just like you reaching out to me every single week. Contact me directly here or go in the description below. Use one of the methods I have listed there. But let's get into these numbers. This is 90-day trend, as you see right there, and total close sales count. This is monthly average, 1,678. It's down 31%. So you're going to see some of these numbers down. You're going to see some of them up. But I'm telling you, the bidding wars have come back. And I believe that's just because we are all more used to what the market is and simply just taking it in and saying, you know what, there's no change that's really coming. Total pending sales in the area, 3,027, that's down. Total active listings, 3,235, that's down. So as I said, the numbers are still down. But for sellers right now, you are getting some pretty good offers. I've had a couple buyers that have been struggling and finally just landed one of them. But as you see, average days on market is at 36. That is up 31%. But you got to remember too, this factors in if there's any new builds that are sitting. Those typically take a little bit longer to sell, especially these spec homes that aren't complete. And then also, there's still some areas that are taking a little longer to sell the home. And we still have sellers that are pushing the envelope, and it's a big eye-opener for them. It's the easiest way to dictate if your house is pristine or if it is looking good. You got updates and it's not selling, dead giveaway that it is overpriced. And the sale price to list price ratio, they have it at 96%. However, they also have another graph that I'm about to show you that is saying a little different. And then we're not moving. Quite honestly, this market temperature, it's a pretty good idea, but I believe we kind of shift it back towards the seller side of things, just because there's buyers that have come out of nowhere. Like I said, March hit and it's like everybody's ready to go. So maybe it was because of how bad of a winter we had compared to recent years. So the sales by county past 12 months. So as you see here, May to now, last May until now, numbers are holding pretty steady. Cuyahoga is always going to lead the way. It's, the biggest area, and Parma is the biggest suburb to Cleveland itself. So it's going to lead the way. Summit's going to follow because of the Akron area, and then Lorain, and of course, Medina County. So these are good numbers just to show you that, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to find a home in Medina County rather than Cuyahoga County. So that's all that's showing you. And then the sale price to list price ratio, this is what I was talking about. We are at 100% for the month of March is what it is dictating. And the month that I've seen and the clients I've been working with, I am not surprised one bit, because every single house I have been putting offers in, like my clients have been putting offers in that I've been writing up. There's been 2, 3, one of them had 13 offers that came in on it. So it's kind of a madhouse right now, but it's possible. So don't think it's impossible to find that house. You just got to come in strong depending on where you're looking and how it's laid out. Original price to sold price, as you see right down here. So we are at $309,900. The close price is $260,000. Now we are just in April, so this is stuff that's just closing as of today, April 1st. Now, for March, $234,900. Close price $219,800. So yes, this is dictating that there's homes that have gone under of the list price. I've sold a couple of these to where we were under list price, but that's because the house was overpriced. If it's priced correctly, we're getting in bidding wars is exactly what is happening. There's no way around it. Months of inventory. As you see here, March, like I said, we kind of blew up in a sense. We didn't increase a whole lot from February to March. We're still up, so that is a good thing. But the increase that we want to see is substantial. We want to be at 5 months, 6 months. That is considered a healthy, balanced market. So we are, sitting at a little over 2 months of inventory. So stuff is out there, but obviously it's not plentiful. Now, one of the big things I do want to point out is with new builds, they are running the show as far as existing sales. There's higher demand for new builds. They have some great incentives. If you need any help with the new build process, it's one of my specialties. I got 15 years of construction experience under my belt. They got some great incentives. And when I say they, I mean every single builder has amazing incentives going on. If you need help with that, drop a comment down below. I'd be gladly to help you out. So let's get into the actual numbers by county and see what we have going on. Now I'm going to try and make this as short and sweet as possible and still get you all the information that you could possibly use. And again, if you want more or if you want to receive this market report, let me know. I will gladly get it over to you, and I can even pinpoint your city, your area, so it's dialed in better for you. So this is the past 30 days. As you see, average list price for Cuyahoga County, $299,000, unchanged, staying the same. Price reductions, 481. That is up 45.3%. Again, there's still sellers pushing the envelope, and they are finding out the hard way, which the hard way is just sitting on the market longer and having to do a price reduction. Now, there's active listings. There's 4,983. That is up 5.6%. Awesome. New listings. March is the most new listings statistically every single year. So I am not surprised to see 1,399 new listings, up 14.1%. Homes sold the last 30 days, 872. A lot of activity in the Cleveland area, like in Cuyahoga County. Average sales price of $253,000. So it gets all over the place of what ends up happening and going through. Now this one right here, I just want to point out, because this is pretty cool. This is the most expensive listing to ever be on the market in the state of Ohio. And this is Hunting Valley, and it's prestigious throughout that whole city. That is one of the most expensive places to live. And I just had to point that out because check this one out. It is very, very cool. It's like its own resort. Very awesome. And then the graphs, average listing price. We're gonna start seeing a little bit of a rise for both of these on all levels going through of what we have going on. And I mean, the highest sold, this was November 7th, which was in Bay Village. That's right on the lake. Look how beautiful that is. $7 million house. Who knew we had stuff like this in Ohio? I know there's a lot of people that don't realize how expensive of homes that we actually have in the area, but that's Cuyahoga County. Now I want to take you into Parma, because Parma is one of the areas that has been blowing up like crazy. Homes are hitting the market and they are gone. Same weekend, same day. Parma Heights, that whole area is really going off the rails. Average list price $222,000, and that right there, that average list price, this is the reason why Parma is so popular. Not only is this the largest suburb to Cleveland, it's like 70 or 80,000 is how many residents it has, but it is very affordable is the big thing, especially for a first-time home buyer, or if you're a little bit younger and you're just trying to get started. Parma is a perfect suburb for you. Price reductions only 14, but it's up 55.6%. Active listings 238, that's up 9.7%. New listings 77, that's up 10.6%. So again, Parma has been blowing up, believe it or not. 54 homes sold in the past month. Average list price $231,000. This is what I was talking about for the bidding war. You're seeing it right here. I just landed a home, negotiated a home for one of my clients. It's technically in Parma Heights, but same thing. We had to go above list price in order to get it. So one of the areas that is just really going crazy. And the nice thing, like I said, about Parma, there's a $200,000 house. There's $400,000 houses. It really depends on the area that you are living in or looking to move to in Parma. Again, these are just going to keep going up. Average list price, that might actually hold steady. I digress and take that back. Active listings should be going up because it's that time of year that's going on. And again, there's a $485,000 house right here that went for Parma for the highest sold. And then you look at your recents, you got 250, 295. The one my clients just got was 230,000, but there's also 150,000, $180,000 homes. So it's got a wide range, nothing, too crazy as far as like a luxury listing, like something that's $1 million or more. Now let's hop over to my home county, Medina County, where we have average list price sitting at $413,000. 54 price reductions, that's up 63.6%. Good for you buyers. Active listings, 568, that's up 9.2%. We want to see this because Medina County is struggling with the sales, as you saw just a bit ago. 177 new listings, that's up 30.2%. Great news. Homes sold, 116 in the past 30 days with $393,000 for an average sales price. Again, another area where multiple offers are coming in. It may only be 2, it may be 3. It really depends on the home, the location, and the condition of it, like the upgrades, things of that sort for those listings. So as you see here, your hot listings that they're showing right now. Wadsworth, $545,000 for a 4-bed, 2-bath, 2,800 square foot home. Looks pretty beautiful and quite new. And then, of course, Chippewa Lake, you got $205,000 house. And the most expensive right now, sitting in Wadsworth, is a $3.15 million house that is ready to go. So again, Medina County, plentiful as far as the style homes, not plentiful as the amount of homes to purchase. There's the graphs, moving up. Highest sold was back in November at 1.9. And then your recents that were sold is in Westfield Center and then Brunswick, my hometown, which $240,000 for Brunswick. No, that's not 0 square feet. They just didn't put it in. This is kind of, becoming a norm. Like Brunswick has really increased in price. So, upper ones, 200. That's kind of where the low point is on that. Now let's look at Medina City. So Medina City as a whole, $444,000 for average list price, 22 price reductions, up 46.7%, 222 active listings, that's up 5.5%, 61 new listings, thank goodness, up 10.5% because Medina is a hot spot. A lot of people are trying to get into the Medina Brunswick area Wadsworth. And it's tough out there because there's not many homes to choose from. There's 50 homes that were sold the past 30 days. Excellent. $397,000 average sales price. So this is all good stuff. Doesn't mean you're not going to get into a bidding war, but it at least shows you that there is possibly homes that are overpriced. So, just talk with your agent, talk with me. We'll guide you through the whole process to make sure everything is going well. Your hot listings that they're showing, this house right here, $539,000. This one's been sitting on the market for quite some time, so that's dictating, okay, well, maybe it's overpriced for what it is. Personally, I've showed that house last summer. It definitely was overpriced at that time. I don't remember what price point it was at, but that's my opinion on it. Fen Road, $470,000 for a house. This just hit a little under 2 weeks ago. And then their most expensive sitting in Medina is currently $1.295 million. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of log cabins, but that's me. Now, with this, average listing price has gone up a good amount compared to the other places, and then your listings have gone up. Thankfully, highest sold was back in March, on March 3rd for $1.25 million. And then your recents that were sold, which is a good good numbers to kind of show you, is $250,000, just to show you that it's not all around the $400-some thousand range sitting in Medina. Now, as we jump over to Lorain County, we got $336,000 average list price, 139 price reductions. That's up 31.1%. 1,212 active listings, up 4.1%. 325 new listings, that is up 13.8%. So all good stuff that we are seeing all around. 246 homes sold for an average sales price of $297,000. Now, some of the hot listings that they got going on right now: North Ridgeville, hot spot, $455,000. Avon Lake, this one's been sitting, it's literally on the lake, so $2.95 million. The most expensive that's currently sitting is in Oberlin. And one of my videos, this actually made the top 10 most expensive listings currently in the Cleveland area, and it's at $5.25 million. And it just clicked on to that. I didn't want to do that, but this thing's got a horse barn and all sorts of stuff. There's a bunch of cool stuff. So there's your graphs again, up, same old. Highest sold was back in November at 3.9 in Avon Lake. And then your recents, which is nice. It kind of lets you know that it is possible to be in the area. Amherst, Lorain, both great areas, all around good stuff. Now let's take a look at Elyria and see what the city of Elyria is doing. Average list price, $214,000. 27 price reductions, up 12.5%. 230 active listings, that's up 2.6%. 62 new listings, that is up 25.5%. Home sold, 55. Average sales price, $208,000. Your hot listings right now that they're showing, $247,000, $299,000. And then your most expensive in Elyria right now looks to be a brand new home. That's definitely a brand new home. $394,000 for a new home. So very affordable in Elyria itself. And then your highest sold in Elyria is $610,000. And then your recents, $183,000, $225,000. So Elyria is an affordable place to end up living. Now, as we head over to Summit County, $260,000 average list price, 221 price reductions, up 49.3%. 2,155 active listings, up 3.3%. 617 new listings, up 10.1%. Home sold, 427. Average sales price, $232,000. Awesome stuff. Your hot listings right now that they're showing, you got a $550,000 house in New Franklin, and then over in Aurora, you got $325,000 house that's sitting there. Your most expensive is currently in Bath. I'm not surprised. Bath is a more expensive area to live, and it's at $3.575 million. That thing has 11,000 square feet. I don't even know what you would do with that much square footage, to be honest. There's your graphs, again, going up. Your highest sold was back in June at 3.9. And then your recents in Akron, 120,000. And then also in Akron, $246,000 just sold. Now let's hop over to Cuyahoga Falls, because this is a lively area, a very popular area that people want to move to. Average list price, $237,000. 11 price reductions, up 10%. 168 active listings, that's down 0.4%. 42 new listings, down 10.6%. And that's the reason why I wanted to show it to you, because it is a popular area for people trying to move there, and the listings are down. So it's going to be more difficult if you absolutely want to live in the Falls. 45 homes sold, average sales price, $228,000. Currently, they do have some pretty good listings. They 1.4, and then they have a 299, basically $300,000 house that's listed. Your most expensive listing is the 1.4 that is sitting over there. And then these are down, not good. Again, this is exactly why I wanted to show you Cuyahoga Falls. I have a lot of people that this is one of their areas they would like to live, and it's hard to get in there right now. Highest sold was in February at $825,000, and your recents, you got 180, 157, and this is why it's a hot spot, because it is affordable, but there is also, your upsize style homes that you can move to. Now, as far as mortgage rates, guess what? They're not really moving. And this is pretty much what we are seeing with the trend. The good news is that they're not going up above the 7%. So this is based on a $500,000 loan amount. So all these numbers right here that you see are $500,000 at this percentage with, the exact stuff that you need. So the proper credit score, the proper down payment, you just got to talk to the lenders to see exactly what you can afford, what the monthly payment's going to be. But right now, a 30-year fixed is at 6.74%. 15-year fixed is at a 6.3%. Your 30-year jumbos are sitting at 6.91%. Your 7/6 arms sitting at 6.32%. Your 30-year FHA is actually way less than your conventional at 6.16%. But keep in mind, in the bidding wars, the conventional loans are typically going to win against an FHA loan. It's not guaranteed, but it's typical, and it's simply because FHA requires more to be done, possibly, after the home inspection. And it needs to be done by the seller. There is no questions asked, like putting in rails, fixing concrete steps. It's just how FHA is done up because of what it's geared for. So this is going to be different, and it's going to be a little bit more. As you see here, it's just about $200 worth of a difference. This is $30.49. This is $32.40, which is substantial. $200 extra a month. That's a good amount of money to have in your pocket. Just keep in mind, it's going to be more difficult to get a house with the FHA. Not impossible, more difficult. And your 30-year VA loans are sitting at 6.18%. Now, all of these can vary. There's rate buy downs that are going on. There is lenders that I personally deal with that have some great programs. Some of them are giving buy downs. It just really depends on the lender, on your situation, and what you are looking for. If you need a lender, or you're just trying to dip your toes in there to see what you got going on, just contact me, drop a comment down below, and I will gladly help you out. If you are looking to buy, sell, relocate, need help with that process, that side of things, just need some questions answered, I have people just like you reaching out to me every single week. You can contact me directly here or go in the description below. Use one of the links that I have listed there. If you got any value from the market report, smash the like button. It's greatly appreciated. And if you haven't already, be sure to click subscribe, turn notifications on so you can stay up to date on my future videos that I have coming your way.